If there is to be art, if there is to be any aesthetic doing and seeing, one physiological condition is indispensable: ecstasy. Ecstasy must first have enhanced the excitability of the whole machine, else there is no art.
Now, what is ecstasy? Ecstasy is essentially passion. It is that great feeling that arises within you whenever you hear a song you love, the climax of a movie, whenever you have a grand idea of something you want to do. That moment when you align with your heart's compass, there is an energetic moment, and that is ecstasy. That is when you hear or see something that totally resonates with you in that moment. But I think this feeling is generally constrained to sexuality. And what is sexuality? It is the creative function of the world. So if we can transmute that same feeling into our art, the power of creation is in your fingertips in that moment. You're so joyous and open to what could be. How often do we engage joy? The past few months, I've been playing with joy so much. I've been just tickling it every day, you know. I go outside and I see the sun rays and I'm like, God, you know. I listen to a song and dude, I give that song my joy and my passion. I notice a lot of people, it feels like they're like this all day and they're tensed up and they don't even know it. They don't even know it, but I can see it in them. They're so like locked up, like in the way they talk, in the way they move, in the whole structure of their life, they're rigid. And it's a tragic way to live. You're not even living. You died 70 years before they put you in the ground if you live that way. Stop being timid. Timid in your art, timid in your life. I think in our culture, we're often sort of subliminally taught to be timid, to do your work, stay in your lane, talk to your family, don't talk to strangers, be like this, be normal. That's no way to live life. Be unapologetically passionate about what you love, how you move, how you talk. Whenever you're timid, you sort of dilute yourself. You sort of sink into what the cultural expectations of you are. When you do that, you deny yourself. And in denying yourself, you deny the whole world. You deny the world the possibility of something new and beautiful. You sink into unconsciousness. You sink into herd mentality. It sort of trains you to be submissive in all ways. And passion is not submissive. It is blazingly itself in all of its glory without a care. That is the orgasmic passion that I'm talking about, that I want you to embody, and that's what I love to embody when I talk about things I love. When I'm in something I love, I'm there. I'm there, I'm there, I'm there. You know, I'm not elsewhere. I'm not being, I like it a little bit. I'm doing it, I'm just trying it. You know, it's like, let's do this, you know? Let's do something new. And when you do something new, you're stepping out of culture, you're stepping into what could be yourself. A practice in this is do something every day that goes against the cultural grain. Now, I'm not saying be annoying and destructive. I'm saying do something you wouldn't usually do, okay? And that might be saying hi to a stranger, asking how their day was. That might be dancing down the street. I do that, honestly. I have my headphones on, I'm skipping merrily down this street, okay? I'm having a blast, and people look at me like I'm crazy, gay, and homeless, okay? And now that I think about it, I'm partially all of those things. But it shows that I'm passionate about life, and I'm seeking to break the norms of what I do. And by doing that, I'm desensitizing myself to culture, to people's judgment, and I'm engaging with passion. Who cares what people think? I've gotten really good at this because I have abandonment issues, so it's really easy for me to disassociate from people and my friends and my family. And I say that very loosely, but I mean, I don't care what my family thinks, really, about me, about what I do, about what I think. I am freely myself, and I express myself as I wish. And I think that's the first step to making good art, because it is far more important that you share yourself, take a chance on yourself, than to sit in conformity, in fear, in what you usually do, in habit, in culture. These are not what will bring us meaning in life. These are what brings us comfort, and comfort is not meaning. Comfort is the substitution for meaning. It is like the McDonald's French fries of potatoes, okay? You can live off it, Sure. But is that gonna make you feel good? No. Says me, who eats fast food every other day. In our culture, it's sort of looked down upon if you try and do something special. It feels cringe to want to try. It feels pretentious, at least for me it does, when I'm trying to do something special, when I'm trying to do something that is sort of, one could say, out of my lane. It inhibits a lot of our ability to make art and to be creative. He's being pretentious. No, I'm being passionate about something interesting. That's a total myth. The word pretentious was invented by unambitious people to control people like me and you. What if this is doing too much? That's a new phrase that's also been invented by the unambitious. It's when you start feeling cringe and out of place and this feels like it's too much. And that's when your creative engine dies because, again, you're filled with insecurity and fear. So be passionate. Don't be timid. Do not be shy. Do not have fear. Because fear is the little death. I heard that from Dune. Could be Epictetus for all I know, though. Every time you authentically engage with your passion, you are bit by bit excavating your childlike self. Your self that is open, creative, joyful. And that sort of energy gives you a radiance that makes you glow, that makes you want to engage with the world. Because I think often we don't even want to engage in the world. We want to sit in our comfort because we're so scared, because you don't have joy, you don't have openness. And that's what keeps us in the same place with the same feelings.